Chapter 2 Gowns and Garlic. Fluttershy cocked at her reflection in the mirror. She was wearing a red velvet gown with a lace collar and a ruffled skirt. "This is the latest fashion," said the store owner, Sassy Saddles. "All the males and Boulevard are wearing it." "It's perfect," Sarah declared. Fluttershy remembered, massaging her side. "It's a bit tight." "Well," Sassy said in thought, "I could expand the waistline." "Don't be silly," Starlight chimed. "It makes you look slimmer, darling. When Lord Fancy Pants sees you this Friday evening, why, I wouldn't be surprised if he proposed to you then and there." "Well, what about Count Trenterhoof?" the Fluttershy stammered. Her aunt waved her hoof. "It never hurts to have a backup plan. Oh, don't worry if they both end up proposing. I'll make the decision for you." She turned to the dressmaker. "We'll take it. Just cut out some holes for her wings." "Can do," Sassy Saddles proudly said as she levitated a pincushion with her horn. "I just need to mark the stitch of her wings." "Oh, hold still, dear. I don't want to prick you." That was why Fluttershy was so stiff. The thought of her aunt choosing between two fiancés were overwhelming her. What if she liked one better and her aunt picked the other? Didn't she get a say in this at all? Sassy Saddles turned away when the door to the shop opened. "Be right back, Doña Sora. Don't move." Fluttershy couldn't see the customer in the mirror. She assumed it was at a bad angle, so she turned her head slightly toward the door. It was a white unicorn in a white blue dress, her mane tucked away in a white headscarf. She seemed hesitant to leave the doorway, even though Sassy Saddles was greeting her with open hoofs. "Rarity, come in, darling." The white unicorn finally stepped inside, and they kissed each other's cheeks. "And what brings you here today? More fabric, I wager?" Yes, Rarity replied. "Something violet. Oh, but not quite violet. Something darker. I'll see what I can find in the back. One moment." The blue unicorn man disappeared into the back room. As she waited, Rarity's eyes began to wander. Then she finally took notice of Fluttershy and gasped in horror. "Good heavens, darling!" she cried, racing over to her. "You're not going to buy that, are you?" "Well, actually," Fluttershy uttered. "Of course we are," Starlight interrupted in annoyance. "What of it?" Rarity put her hoof to her mouth. "Oh, no, Doña Sora. This simply won't do." Starlight's jaw dropped. "Excuse me, but who do you think—" "Oh, don't get me wrong. It's a lovely dress, but it just doesn't go with your complexion. And it's obviously too tight for you. And what are these?" She touched her velvet skirts. "Ruffles? No. You need something freer, more elegant. Straight but flowing, much like your mane." Fluttershy blushed. She ran her hoof through her mane. "You really think—" "Aha!" Rarity cried. She lifted a long green dress out the rack. "I believe this is more your style. Simple but elegant." She had described it correctly. This dress had a smooth skirt with loosely puffed mid-length sleeves, and it was green, her favorite color. "Oh my," Fluttershy said, reaching out to it. It is quite— Thank you, Doña Sora," Starlight said between her teeth, then between her knees in a gown. "But we do not require your—" "Now, what's all this about?" Sassy called out. She returned with several rolls of paper fabric hard beside her. "Sassy," Rarity said with a grin, "don't you think this gown here is more suitable to this man than that old thing?" Just make a look between the green gown and Fluttershy. "It does go better with her complexion." She rubbed her chin. "Which do you prefer, Doña Sora?" Fluttershy jumped when she realized Sassy was addressing her. "Well, I'd like to try it on." She tried off when she caught her aunt's stern glare. Sassy didn't seem to notice. "Oh, go on and try it," she said gleefully, handing her the gown. Fluttershy grinned as she ran eagerly behind the screen, her aunt gaping in appallment. Sassy groaned. She turned to Rarity. "Honestly, Rarity, every time you come in here, it's like you're trying to steal my job." "Oh, no." The white unicorn stood along his side. "I'm not in the friendship business anymore. Still, I can't bear to see an unhappy man in a dress." "Yes, well," Sassy coughed, bringing forth the rolls of fabric. "Which color would you like? Plum? Sangria? Wine? Eggplant?" "Well, I'm not too fond of the name," Rarity said, scratching her nose. "The eggplant would bring out her eyes." "Oh, this is another gown for a friend? This must be the 4th time. You sure you're not going to business again?" Rarity frowned. "I wish, Sassy, I wish." When she made her purchase, she exited the shop carrying the roll of eggplant fabric. As she trotted down the street, many stallions turned to leer at her. She lowered her head and pulled her scarf tighter to conceal as much of her face as possible. Rarity used to love walking down the street and having all eyes on her. Being the fairest of fairies Felix in her day, she was always showered with attention. But nowadays, bringing out in broad daylight was like being on display. Even the house seemed to be staring at her with their downcast windows. Despite being popular belief, vampires could survive in the sunlight as long as they were in their pony form. Still, Rarity didn't like to be out where every pony, especially the stallions, could see her. The looks they gave her were heated with such desire that she might as well be burning to a crisp. One stallion whistled, which enraged her so much that she snapped her head around and glared at him long and hard, her eyes turning red, as to say, "Try anything in your lunch." The stallion seemed to get the message, for he turned his attention to a fruit stall, his hoof shaking. Pig, Rarity snarled as she continued down the street. She came to a small, run-down building that one would have thought abandoned had it not been for the various charms hanging over the door. Rarity knocked and listened. "Come in, my dear," a deep female voice called. "I am in here." Rarity opened the door and stepped into a strangely decorated room. The walls were adorned with tacky clay masks and tasteless jewelry, in Rarity's opinion, and the tables covered with assorted talismans, herbs, and decorative eggs. In the middle of the room, a zebra in a flowered headscarf sat at a round table draped in a purple cloth. "Ah," she said with a smile. "Rarity, what a delight! How's your dear friend, Twilight?" "Not so good, Sakura," said Rarity grimly, sitting across from the zebra. "We need another one of your talismans." Sakura's grin disappeared. "I see." She stood up and went to a cupboard. "If your coven keeps growing, the city will be overflowing with blood-drinking mass. If you weren't tame, I'd have more to spare." "Master had to bite her," Rarity insisted. "She was near death." "At least you feed only on animals in the wood," Sakura said. She took out a string of garlic, which made the vampire recoil in disgust. "You steer clear of the city, and that is good." Rarity bared a lip and glanced down at her hoofs. "Yes, well, it would be right, you know. I mean, we were all ponies once, except for the master." The zebra searched the drawer below the cupboard and produced a brown metal bauble resembling a cage. She then took out a thin cord and knife and brought all the items to the table. Rarity scooched her chair back when she set the garlic down. Sakura used the knife to cut a small piece off a clove. The smell it emitted made the vampire writhe in her seat and hold her nose. Sakura then opened the metal bauble like a locket and placed a piece of garlic inside. Then she brought the bauble to her eye level and stuck out of town as she carefully strung the black cord through the metal hole and tied the ends together. "I picked this first this day," she said. She removed her scarf throughout the charm inside. "For at least a week, its power will stay. If Twilight struggles with her transformation, this should put her into sedation." "Thank you, Sakura," Rarity said. She hesitantly took the button with her magic. "Now remember, not a word of this to any pony." The zebra grinned. "You're a vampire. I'm a witch. Who am I to snitch? Now, as for my pay, I know what you're going to say." Then you convinced. "Oh, pooh, now you have me doing it." She left a small vial of red folly looking for such and placed in Sakura's hooves. One vial of vampire blood, as always. The witch squinted at the time button and nodded in approval. "I will need this for my next brew." She tucked the vial away. "Pleasure doing business with you." "Again, thank you," Rarity said. She rose up and trotted out the door. "Oh, and I'll be sure to return your scarf." She didn't see where she was going, as she was still levitating the fabric. She bumped to Flourish and Starlight as a result. "Oh, pardon!" Rarity exclaimed. Starlight glad the white unicorn passed by and grunted. "Ruff. Domina Glimmer?" called the general coat servant, a white earth stallion with long bangs hanging over his eyes. "How many more shops are we going to?" He looked up at the unstable tower box in his back. "I'm not sure how much more I can carry." "We just need one more thing, Double Diamond," Starlight Glimmer said in a cheerful tone, as if she didn't notice the stallion's uneasiness. "We need a next to go with Fluttershy's gown." "Oh," Fluttershy said quietly, "I think the dress looks fine with that. You wouldn't let me choose a gown, darling. At least let me help you with the accessories." A small feminine orange headscarf obstructed their path. She was carrying a basket of daffodils, holding one up to Fluttershy. "Buy a flower, Dominia Sora?" she asked sweetly. Fluttershy smiled and leaned forward to sniff the flower, when her aunt put her away sharply. Off with you, you filthy gypsy! She spat bitterly. Philly recalled in fear and scooted away. That wasn't very nice, Auntie, Felicia said. She was only selling flowers. They just used it as a distraction, Darla insisted, her voice filled with hatred. You're too busy ogling at their flowers to notice that they're robbing you blind. But she was only a filly. They're all the same. Even if that filly was abandoned by her parents and wasn't taught their lifestyle, the blood of a thief still runs through her veins. They can't change who they are. Felicia wanted to respond that she didn't think that was true about any kind of pony, but she didn't want to start an argument. Her aunt was angry enough as it was. She felt giddy for trying on that dress and insisting that they buy it. Her aunt never liked it when she stepped out of line. Oh, she wished she was such a timid, frightened filly. It would be so much easier to stand to her aunt without fear of upsetting her. When Rarity returned to the castle, she picked the post at the doorstep and proceeded to the entrance hall, where Applejack was carrying a crystal goblet of red liquid up the stairs. She turned when she heard the unicorn approaching. Did you get it? Rarity nodded and held up the bundle containing the garlic charm. Are you on your way to Twilight's room? Yup, Applejack replied as the unicorn caught up with her. So she's awake already? Usually takes at least 24 hours. When I changed, it took 3 days. Must have discovered that my blood was being stubborn. I think mine took probably a day and a half. I don't know. I was unconscious most of the time. I don't even remember being bitten. Lucky you, the Earth Mare said under her breath. I remember when you first came. We were surprised at how much restraint you had. When I woke up, all I could think of was blood. Ray glanced at the goblet. Speaking of which, is that Spikes? Yup. Applejack was clearly not pleased with this fact. The bare blood I saved from last night wasn't enough. Well, she didn't have much blood in her system to begin with. Ray then dumped an eggplant fabric into view. Do you think Twilight would look good in this color? The Earthman rolled her eyes. Do you have to make a new wardrobe for every new arrival? The unicorn turned up her nose. Well, if we're going to be blood-drinking vampires, we might as well do it in style. Besides, you'll need clothing more suitable for transformations. As much as I love making dresses, what will be the point if they keep ripping every time our wings pop out? Applejack shrugged. Fair enough. When they reached Twilight's room, Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie were waiting outside. What took you so long? Rainbow demanded. She's going nuts in there. The four of them jumped as they heard a crash behind the door, followed by the sounds of incessant flapping and hissing. Well, she's starting to get the hang of those wings, Reddy observed. Hey, remember when I woke up? Pinkie piped. The mares cringed at the memory. Oh, Reddy shivered. It took forever to clean up that mess. And fixing all those walls, Applejack reflected in horror. She crumbled them flat. They were snapped out of their thoughts by another loud crash from Twilight's room. Damn, you've got the garlic charm, rambled back Rarity. Right here, Nico said, bringing out the bundle again. This will keep her stable until she's grown out of her stubborn newborn stage. I'll put it on her, Applejack volunteered, placing it on the tray. Are you sure, darling? You figured I'm not as fair with this stuff as y'all are. You just go get the measures, man, Rarity. Well, if you're gonna do it, I insist you wear gloves. Rarity used them much to summon a pair of gloves from the room and placed them on Applejack's tray. Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. The unicorn took an envelope out of her satchel. You have a letter from your sister. Applejack said nothing as the envelope landed in her hoof. She stared at it grimly for a moment before slipping in the bodice of her dress. She turned out as she had forgotten already. Pinkie, Rainbow, y'all hold Twilight down while I put on a jar and give her a drink. Rainbow and Pink glanced at each other. Well, the letter said. She pulled a key out of her mane and put it in the door lock. Round 2. She and Rainbow trusted as soon as the door was open. Applejack looked and calmly after them. A hissy, hungry voice shouted, Blood! 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 Easy now, Twi, Applejack said as she closed the door behind her. I got your dessert right here. Rarity left them to their business and continued down the hall. She dropped the fabric off in her room before going up the spiral stone stairway leading to the high tower, the master's quarters. She knocked on the metal door and called, Master, it's me, Rarity. The door creaked open, but no one was standing there. The room was windowless, but that was not the most unusual thing about it. A grand piano was on the wall across. A wardrobe stood upside down on the right. A bookshelf stuck horizontally out of the wall on the left. The books facing the floor, yet not falling out. And a narrow black coffin sat up freely. I see you've redecorated, Ray said casually, adjusting the carpet above her. The casket swung open. Disco rose straight up, or tangled down from Rarity's point of view. His cape wrapped around his body, giving him the appearance of a large horned bat. His cape opened as he stretched out his arms and yawned, but it seemed to defy gravity and like the rest of the room and then fall to the floor. "You better have a good reason for ruining my nap," he grumbled, crossing his arms. "Well, for starters," Rarity began, "twice a week." "Is she now?" "That was quick." "Has she been fed?" "The other's doing that right now, and I got the jump from Sakura, so she should be coming down soon." Disco nodded. "Good. Let's take Woody as another incident. Piggy almost drained half a CPU before we rounded her up." He fell to the floor and turned himself right side up. "We were lucky twice to turn us in when she discovered us." He nodded at the bookshelf, causing several books to fly out and flop around the room. "Some folks would do anything for a bit of knowledge." Rarity coughed as she brought an envelope and a few. "Master, I also have to post." Disco groaned as he fell back on a friendly couch that had appeared in midair. "What dire deuce do you bring this time?" he asked, dramatically putting his claw to his forehead. The unicorn rolled her eyes at his behavior before replying. "Another letter from the Lady Starlight Glimmer." "Oh," her master snorted. "Another invitation to meet her needs, I suppose." "Shall I toss it, master?" "No, go ahead and read it. Might get a good laugh." Using her magic, Rarity opened the envelope, withdrew the letter, and began to read aloud. "What do you count Discord?" "My dear," he scoffed, "what does she take me for? An old lover?" "Since I have not received a reply to my last letter." "Because you already said like 100. "I once again extend my invitation for you to join my niece and myself for dinner. You name the place." "I wouldn't mind inviting her to be dinner," Discord chuckled. Rarity ignored that comment and continued. "As you probably know from my previous letters, my niece Fluttershy has recently turned 20 and is one of the loveliest young mares in Sibiu, perhaps even of Trumpelvania." He huffed. "Although she's seen other mares in Trumpelvania, I highly doubt it. She is well educated and speaks Italian, German, and French." "Oh, goody! I won't be able to understand a word she says." "She sings divinely and has been trained by a world-renowned voice instructor." "What part of the world? Lithuania?" "And her dowry measures up to—" "Stop!" he groaned as he dangled his arms over to catch the expiration. "I've always cracked out." "Should I rewrite a reply, master?" "No, her friend Beth tried it. She writes the best comebacks." Rarity looked up from the letter and bit her lip at what she was about to suggest. "Master, would it hurt to at least meet this man?" "What?" Disco sat up in shock. "Are you out of your mind? Did you read that letter?" "Oh, I realize the lady Starlight may have exaggerated a bit, but maybe it'd be good for you, you know? I mean, you're not getting any younger." "Or older for that matter." "Yes, well, maybe it's time you started meeting mares and—" "Oh no!" Disco shouted, wagging a finger. "We are not having this conversation again." What do you mean, again, master?" Rarity stared, trying to appear dubious. "You're trying to convince me to fight a mate again." He put his hands to his head, growled, and turned away in frustration. "Told you, I was just in a disaster." "But sure you can stay in pony form for long enough for